Okay, here we go. Hello, hello. Here's your warm up, guys. Whoop. So, Ruby, sir. Oh, let's read this story. Yes,
Is it
ma'am.
1 minute, no matter what, for every lobster? Just one?
1 minute. So you have to boil it for 1 minute plus 7 minutes for
Yeah.
every time you plunk one in. Yeah. Let's see here. Make sure I don't get zonked again. Regular bell schedule 11:30, 12:55. Okay. Alrighty. Oh yeah, those of you at home, sorry. Read this, pause the video because we're just about ready to go. And we'll get that going. Okay, here we go, guys. So, if Ruby is cooking five lobsters, how much time is she going to need to boil them for them to be done? Beatrice, how long is she going to have to boil those lobsters for them to be done? 36 minutes. How many of us got 36 minutes there? How did you get that, Beatrice? Awesome. Excellent. Very good. That's exactly right. How many of us were able to come up with some explanation like that too? Love to see it. Thanks, Beatrice. Now let's see here. How about I get a little bit of help? This one's going to come from, this is from Abby, and this is Abby Y. Abby Y, were you able to come up with an equation to represent how long we have to have our lobsters in the water, depending on how many we're doing? Awesome. 7x plus 1 equals m, where x is the number of lobsters and m is the number of minutes. How many of us came up with something like this? Maybe you use different letters. Maybe it's in a different order. It's no big deal. You could do m equals 1 plus 7x, 7l plus 1 equals t, whatever. It doesn't matter to me what you do. Now, here's the thing. We know that this is going to work out because when you use the order of operations, 7 times 5 lobsters plus 1. 7 times 5 is 35. And that's 36. But I have a question for you. What if I told you that Ruby had to boil those lobsters for 64 minutes? How many lobsters how many lobsters was she boiling? How many lobsters was she boiling if it took 64 minutes to take care of the whole lot? Talk it out and teach.
Okay.
Okay. Can I get you back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Aria, Aria, were you able to find out how many lobsters that was? So we'll do 64 divided by 7? Oh, so okay. And that's 63. And then I do 63 divided by 7, which is? How many of us got 9 lobsters for that? Now, I want to point something out. I think this is very interesting because it sounds like everybody here had the right reaction and took away the one first. So I want you guys to talk to each other about when we are simplifying things like this and when we are solving them, those seem to be different but related. What did you notice about the way that we simplified and the way that we solved? How are they similar, but how are they different? Teach, teach. Okay. All righty. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Here's the thing. You don't realize it maybe, but you just solved this equation. Got a pencil? 7x plus 1. Guys, that joke's got to... It's if someone's going to make that dumb joke, you don't have to repeat the dumb joke. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm over it. Okay. So whether or not you realize it, guys, you just solved this equation. And actually, I really liked what I heard from Juliet. Juliet, you were saying that we were doing what?
We were using the reciprocal.
Yeah, we were doing the opposite. This is part of our opposites and balance. The very first thing we did was we took away 1. And I'm actually going to do that like this. Remember, I always tell you guys, it's a game of what? It's a game of... Say it again. Opposites and balance. Thank you, Tate. Guys, it's a game of what? It is a game of... Opposites and balance. We got rid of the 1 by taking it away. And then we were... Oh, that was supposed to be a 4. Excuse me. Got ahead of myself. And now it's 63. Divide both sides by 7. And that's x equals 9. So I love that Juliet recognized that we have an opposites and balance thing happening here, right? We're undoing the stuff around there. Now, I can't help but notice there is something interesting about the order in which we tackled that. When I say teach, I want you to say, okay, look at the order in which we did Beatrice's problem, and look at the order in which we did Abby's. Talk to each other. What do you notice about those orders? Teach, teach! Okay. Come on up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll get there. We'll get there. Did you notice anything, Truman, about the order in which we did Beatrice's problem, right? There's 5 lobsters. How long? Versus how we did Abby's. It's 64 minutes. How many lobsters? That's okay. That's okay. Who noticed that there was something interesting about that order? Go ahead, Beatrice. That is exactly right. When you solve equations, you do it in the opposite order of operations. I know that some of you guys are like, that's crazy, but if you think about it, that makes sense. Guys, we've reached that part of the year where if you walk outside and you're like, why are my feet cold? And you look down, it's because you're not wearing any shoes or socks. And you're like, oh, I should probably wear those to school. You're going to go inside and fix it. What's step 1 if you need to go from bare feet to being able to leave your house? By raise a hand. What's step 1, Tate? Put on socks. What's step 2? What's step 2? Go ahead, Anaga. Put on shoes. What's step 3? Not for me today, but for most people. What's step 3? What's step 3? Millie. Tie your shoes. Very good. Now, I don't know about you guys. That's when you're doing something. That's like the order of operations, when you're doing something. When you're solving equations, we're not really doing something so much as we are undoing things. We're trying to untangle our variable. So when we're undoing things, let's see what order it comes in. I don't know about you guys, but right around 5th period, I want to say right in the middle of 5th period, my feet are screaming. How many of us know what I'm talking about? Where it's just like, your feet are like, boss, get these shoes and socks off of me. I hate this here, right? That's around 5th period. And when you get home, and you want to have bare feet in the house, what's step 1 by raise a hand? What's step 1 by raise a hand? Anaga. Take off. Whoa. You missed a step. Millie. Then, and finally, who gave me the first step? Who gave me first step? It was Tate, right? Take off your socks. Notice, the order went in reverse. When you do something, it's in PEMDAS. When you undo it, you go SADMAP. You go SADMAP. Yes, exactly. SADMAP. SADMAP. Come on up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eden, you have an observation. Let's do it. Then lucky you. That's amazing. That's like the best. All right. let's get to it, guys. It is the 23rd day of school. Did you guys know that 23 is the first odd prime that is not a twin prime? Twin primes are primes that are exactly 2 spaces away from each other. Let me show you. Somebody name a prime number that's less than 23. 7. 7 is 2 away from 5. They are twin primes. Yeah. Yep. 11 and 13. Yep. Exactly. Very good, Dwayne. Weirdly enough, it's Stay Away from Seattle Day. What the heck? That's my hometown. Don't stay away from Seattle. It's a lovely city. Also, this is probably the easiest holiday to celebrate, provided you don't live in Seattle. It'd be very difficult to celebrate in Seattle. You just go there and it's empty. All right. What is our first essential question? And I would love to get that from Sina. How can the order of operations help me solve equations? Go ahead and write this down, please. Go ahead, please. With. Go ahead and write that down for me, Leo. More than one step. We always write down our essential questions. Because yesterday we kind of blazed through one-step equations because we didn't quite have enough time to do more than one step. But let's slow it down. And this is just going to be like a regular lesson today. This isn't like a double or anything like that, okay? Yes, this is just a single. Okay. Got a pencil? Oh, my manners! Cities by airport code. LAX is indeed Los Angeles International Airport in Los Angeles. And things that whistle... Humans, person, people. Yeah, indeed. I don't know why he's falling down, though. I don't know why I drew him where he's about to, like, break his elbow and crack his skull open, but that is the way that I drew him, so that is the way that he is. Anyway, the title for today is Two-Step Equations. Sad map. It's true. We solve equations in the reverse order of operations. And again, if that feels weird, it does make sense because if we're doing something with the order of operations and we're undoing something by solving equations, then we are going to go in the reverse order. Let's start off nice and easy. 5f minus 3 equals negative 18. So if I knew what f was, I would do 5 times that number, and then I would take 3 away from it. Since I don't know what f is, I have to go in the reverse order of operations. Now, I know that not everybody here is feeling really comfortable about this, but I want to give you guys just 1 minute to kind of think about this and struggle with it, and I'm also curious to see who's already feeling super confident about finding this mystery number. 5 times some number, take away 3 is negative 18. What is that mystery number? Bonus points if you can get that opposites and balance already, too. Teach! All righty, everybody. Can I get you back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Sophie, were you able to come up with what that mystery number is? Yes. How many of us got that f equals negative 3 for this? Beautiful. Now, how did you do that? Will you talk to me through your steps? What did you do with these numbers to get that, Sophie? Yep. So we're going to add 3 to get rid of that minus 3 because that's opposites. And then what else do I have to do? Add 3 to the negative 18. I got to do the song. Hang on, guys. I'm going to get there. Feel free to join in if you remember it. Well, you'll get there. TI SmartView TM emulator software for the TI-30X/TI-34 multi-view. TM calculators, Texas Instruments, validating software license, ... I'm telling you, there was one time I was really mad at a class, and so I didn't sing the song, and this thing didn't load up properly for like a month. And then, so I just know I have to sing the song, which gets really embarrassing because the year after that, I was mad at a class and I had to pull that up, and I was just like, TI SmartView, TM emulator software for the TI-30X/TI-34 multi-view. TM calculators, Texas Instruments, validating software license, ... Now here's the thing, guys. Once you've done this, this actually turns into a one-step equation. This turns it into a one-step equation, and this is still part of showing me the opposites and balance. I want to see you understood that we're adding 3 to both sides, and now we have this one-step equation. Sophie, finish it out for us. What's the next thing? Since there's a secret multiply, yeah, divide both sides by 5. There's a secret multiply between a number and a variable if there is nothing there. That's a secret 5 times f, and that's f equals -3, and we're all set. Okay. How's that feeling, guys? Just after seeing that once, give me a thumbs all the way up if you actually did that, all opposites and balance including, without any help whatsoever. Thumb to the side if it's like, I got that right answer, but I'm actually not sure on that opposites and balance. Thumbs down if you're not sure how to get that answer at all. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Okay, good, good, good. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Got a pencil? -2x plus 5 equals 14. Go ahead, guys. How can I carve things away from that x to find out what it is? Go ahead and give it a try and teach. Excuse me, I've got to see here. I just have to, oops, wrong button. Okay, come on up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eden, what did you get as the value for x? That's okay. Eden, here we go. Let's reverse it. So this is the power of opposites and balance. So Eden, that x is not by itself right now because it's got a -2 and it's got a 5 with it. Which one do we have to take care of first? The 5 or the -2? Just Eden, please. Yes, because the reverse order of operations would say we have to get rid of addition before we can get rid of multiplication. Eden, what is the opposite of a +5? So I'm going to do a -5 to get rid of that. But it's not just a game of opposites, Eden. Eden, it's a game of opposites and balance. So I must do balance by doing what also? Ooh, I'm glad we're talking. You might notice that I put this little bar down. That's to remind myself the scale, right? So if I take 5 away on this side of the scale, and then I take 5 away on the same side, it's still going to be off balance, right? That's exactly right, and that's why we do it that way. That's why you hear me say opposites and balance. That's why you hear me, like, see me draw these lines and do all these things. That leaves us with negative 2x equals 9. Now remember, Eden, that's a secret multiply. How do I get rid of that negative 2 times x? I'm glad we're talking. So that's the thing. This is a really common mistake, is that people see that negative 2 and they think maybe I need to add 2 or I need to divide by a positive. But what I'm trying to think here, Eden, is I'm trying to turn that into a 1. Negative 2 divided by what would give me 1? Positive 1. Negative 2. That's okay. We're going to do the opposite operation, but with the exact same number every time. So we're going to do divide by negative 2 on both sides, just like that. Calculator time, 9 divided by negative 2, negative 4.5. How many of us got negative 4.5 or negative 9 halves or negative 4.5? How many of us got that or see how we got that and aren't too alarmed? Does that make a little more sense to you, Eden? Is that feeling a little bit better? Okay, let's do another one. Let's see here. Woo. Got a pencil? M over 7 minus 5 equals negative 12. There we go. When I say teach, I want you guys to say, okay, how could I use the opposite order of operations to carve away the 7 and the 5 from the M? What order do I have to do it in? And how am I going to use opposites and balance to keep track of what I did? So you could just hand it to somebody and say, that's what I did. And then they would understand how you managed it. Give it a try, and here we go. Teach! That's your first lunchers. I'm not going to screw it up this time, though. I know we get out at 11:30. How are you guys feeling on this table I? You guys feeling good? Excellent, excellent. How are you guys feeling over here at table J?
I think I got -1, but I'm pretty sure I did something right because I got something 7 is 49. But I did -7 over 7, so I thought I would make it.
You're on the right track. You're on the right track. Like, this is part of where opposites and balance really helps us out. This is beautiful, by the way, Eden. Keep it going. You're doing great. Hey, what's up, Millie?
So I got to here, and now I don't know what to do from here.
So we added 5. That's, oh, wait, negative 12 plus 5. Are you sure that's 17?
Oh.
Double check. Negative 7, yes?
Yeah.
So that means and let's write this down. M divided by 7 equals negative 7. Now that's a one-step equation, right? How do I get rid of that divide by?
-7 over here, right?
Oh, nope, just on this side. There you go. Because the thing is the 5, negative 5 plus 5 is 0. Anything plus 0 is itself. Those are gone.
Okay.
That leaves just M over 7 equals negative 7. See, do I have a pencil? Do you mind if I borrow yours? I don't have a pencil on this thing. The idea is, once you've crossed that out, this leaves behind this. This guy's still there, and this turned into that.
Wait, so do you do anything? Like, do you multiply those?
Now we will. Now we just do them one step at a time. How do we get rid of a divide by 7?
You multiply by
So multiply both sides by 7, and you'll have your answer. Okay. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Credence, what did you get for M? How many of us got M equals negative 49 from that? Beautiful. Credence, what's your favorite color? Blue. Here we go. I want you to show me the opposites and balance that you used to make that happen. Show me how you did that, Credence. Let's see. Let's hear Credence. That's okay. Okay. You're okay. I got you. Very good. That's right, because that's how we create balance. If you add 5 to this side of the scale, you have to add 5 to that side of the scale. Someone was asking me, do I add 5 to the m over 7? We don't, because if you did that, you'd be adding 5, 10 to this side, and then 5 to this side, and it'd be off balance again. Keep going, Credence. What happens now? Beautiful. That's okay. People always wonder where to put it. I like to put it on the side. I always write it like 7 times m over 7. That's kind of how I do it. Yeah. And then, very good. Love it. Absolutely. Perfect. Thank you so much, Credence. Well done. Let's see here, guys. So the only thing I'm going to be looking for is I want to, because the thing is, people often forget to write that last step. I want to see, a times 7 over here and a times 7 over here as well. That tells me that you multiplied both sides by 7 and kept it balanced and knew your opposites. Because that way, because if somebody saw m over 7 equals negative 7 and then just saw negative 49, they might not be sure where you got that answer. And this is how we're going to get full credit for that. How many of us are feeling just fine and dandy about this? You guys doing okay out there? Okay, all right, let's see. I got a couple more examples that you want to see that do things a little bit weird, but they're not too bad. Here we go. Got a pencil? 4 minus 3b equals 10. 4 minus 3b equals 10. Can you use opposites and balance? And again, think about how the order of operations would go. If I knew what b was, what would I do first? What would I do second to find out what I get? And now go in the reverse order and carve away that 4 and that 3. And we just have to make sure we go in the reverse order of operations. See what you guys can manage with that. And here we go. Doot, doot, teach. Yeah.
So wait, do we do the 4 or the 3B first? Because they're
So
both subtraction.
if you knew what B was, like let's say you didn't know that that was 10, but you knew that B was 6, what would you do first? Right. That's right. And then what would you do after that?
Then I would subtract.
So do that in reverse. That means if you did the 3 first and the 4 second, you got to do the 4 first and the 3 second when you're undoing it. It's like untying your shoes. Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, Credence. Why we do it so complicated? Because these are going to fly off the rails here. Like the whole point of 8th grade equations is to take something that's pretty straightforward like this. Like you probably could do this guy in your head. Yeah, I know, and I know it. And we have to slow it down though, because these are about to like fly completely off the rails and get really complicated. And we really need to be careful about how we're keeping track of our work so that we can like look for mistakes and go back instead of having to start over if we get it wrong. Go like halfway through. You know what I mean? Yes, Tate.
You know how there's the three things you would do to a problem, like 3b plus 7h, there'd be simplified,
Mm-hmm.
expand, and the third one?
A factor.
Factor. What does this mean?
A factor means like in factored form where you have a number out front and then an expression inside. Like 8x plus 10 could be factored to be 2 open parentheses 4x plus 5. It's the distributive property in reverse. Okay, can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Okay. So guys, Jack asked me a really good question. He's like, I'm not sure which one to get rid of first, the 4 or the 3. Because the thing is technically, isn't it all subtraction and addition here? Like, doesn't that happen at the same time? Because that says 4 minus 3b. You're right. Here's the thing, though, guys. Is that minus, is this sign a minus or a negative? The answer is yes. It depends on what we're doing with it. So how I help people who have that question, it's a really common one, is if I told you what b was, like let's say instead of saying that 4 minus 3b was 10, what if I told you b was 6? And tell me what you get. If b was 6, what would you do first? 4 minus 3 or 3 times 6? It would be, which one comes first, 4 minus 3 or 3 times 6? 3 times 6. So we would have to do the 3 first. And after you knew what that was, the 3 times 6, you take it away from 4. So that means we have to go in the reverse order. So that tells me, guys, what do I have to get rid of first? The 4 or the 3? I have to get rid of the 4. Very good. And you know what I absolutely loved? Oh, wait. What I absolutely loved was when Credence was talking, she was talking about specifically, I need to make that negative 5 a 0. I need to turn that into a 0 so that I get something plus 0 and it's gone. So I need to make that 4 a 0. Mo, how can I make 4 a 0? That's exactly what we do. Since this is a positive 4, I have to subtract 4 away, because 4 minus 4 is 0. This minus sign really freaks people out about that, but remember, it's the symbol to the left that counts. This minus is talking to the 3, not to the 4. So I'm going to take 4 away over here. That gives me negative 3b equals 6. Now that's a one-step equation. That's a one-step equation. Rex, what can I do to both sides to solve that one-step equation? Very good. Divide both sides by negative 3, and you get b is equal to negative 2. How many of us got that b is equal to negative 2, or see how we got that and aren't too alarmed? You guys doing okay out there? Very good. This is good. Let's dial this in. Can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me a big thumbs up if you're like easy peasy, lemon squeezy, no troubles whatsoever. Big thumbs down. I'm not sure how you're doing any of this. I'm feeling pretty bad about it. Then dial it somewhere in between. Okay. Okay, then I want to do 2 more examples. One of them is going to be fairly straightforward. The other one's going to make you pretty unhappy with me. Okay? Here we go, guys. This first one, I mean, this one looks stupid, but it's really not as bad as it looks. 17 equals 4h plus 3. I mean, this is just me getting cute with you and changing the side the variables on, but I'll tell you right now, the process hasn't changed at all. So let's talk to each other about what do you have to get rid of first, the 4 or the 3? Let's get rid of that in order, and let's see how that goes. Teach! I saw a lot of thumbs down over here. Let's talk, guys. You want to know what? Can I tell you something that you did that I absolutely love, Elin? Elin, will you show us all your paper here? I loved that I wrote down 17 equals 4h plus 3, and Elin was like, no. And she switched them, and that's totally allowed. And what I love is that you kept the order the same. Even though in this case it would be okay if you did 3 plus 4h, sometimes that doesn't work. So if you hate 17 equals 4h plus 3, whoop, you can totally switch them. Now, we need to go in the reverse order of operations. If I knew what h was, what would I do with it first? Multiply it by the 4, and after that, what would I do? Now let's go in reverse, and we're going to also do the opposite. How do I get rid of that plus 3? Give me a minus 3 on both sides, guys. Minus 3 on both sides. Ooh, remember, give me the little balance beam, right? Remember the little balance beam on the equal sign? You're good. This is good. So give me a little balance beam here on the equals. Uh-huh. Yeah, that'll work. So if I take away 3 over here on my scale, you just took away 6 from this side. And that would make it off balance, right? So you take away 3 from here and over here. So take it away from the 17 instead of the 4. There you go. Let's find out. And Jonna's like right there. She can check with you in just a second because I'm going one step at a time.
Wait, so 4h equals 14?
4h equals 14. Very good. Now that's a one-step equation, right? And how do I solve that one-step equation?
Divide 14 by 4.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Show me on there too. Show me the opposites in balance. Now divide both sides by 4 because there's a secret multiply going on there. And then that'll get you what you want. There you go. Don't forget your divide symbol. I'm going to be looking for that. Or a fraction bar works too. Yeah. There it is. Does that make sense how that happened, Camilla? Very good. Perfect. Now let's do it. Use your calculators, guys. Use your calculators. They're there for a reason. There you go. Does that make more sense to you, Elin?
Yeah, I was just confused at first. Why do you get rid of anything? Like,
It's because in order to find out what x is, I've got to carve all that other stuff away from it. And that's what we're up to, is we're just carving all that stuff away, one thing at a
In my
time.
head, I just looked at it and was like, so 3.5 fours fit in a 14. That's what it is.
That's great for half credit. For full credit, you've got to be able to show me what you did, because that's actually what the standard says. The standard says you need to be able to communicate to somebody else what the process was. This isn't about going fast. It's about slowing it down. Actually, we're in the last like 5 minutes. We're almost out of here. Are you still feeling okay on this?
Yeah.
You feeling a little bit better? That's great. Don't forget to show me the divide by 4h on both sides.
Okay.
So I need to see that last step too.
Got it.
Yes, same here. Make sure I see that last step as well, okay? I gotta see the opposites in balance. Okay, come on up in 5, 4, 3, so sorry, 2, 1. All right, Jack, what's the first thing that you did with this? For this guy, for the H, right? Yeah. Yeah, right here. That's okay, that's okay. Shh, 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 shh. Yep, we got to get rid of that plus 3. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Great, because there's a secret 4. Multiply? Yeah. Don't forget to show me this step. I saw a lot of people out there who got the right answer, but they forgot to show me this last step. So 3.5 equals h, or h equals 3.5. I want to point something out that Elin did that I thought was hilarious. Like, I wrote down 17 equals 4h plus 3. She didn't even bother writing that down. Like, I wrote that down, and I was like, go ahead and try this. And she was like, no! I'm going to write it like this. Yes! Guess what? That's totally fine. If you don't like the variable being on that side, you're absolutely allowed to swap those. And the thing I loved was that Elin even kept the order the same, 4h plus 3 and 4h plus 3. I mean, technically you can reverse the order there, but when there's a minus or a negative in there, that can really foul up the waters. So I recommend if you want to do that switcheroo, take it exactly as it looks and just switch its places, okay? Perfect. I love that though, Elin. That was great. Okay, I've got one more that's going to make you sad, and I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Got a pencil? Oh, got a pencil? 8 minus c over 9 equals negative 10. 8 minus c over 9 equals negative 10. I didn't think you would. See what you guys can do. Carve away the 8 and the 9 in the correct order and find out what C is using opposites and balance. Teach! You guys sound so sad. Okay. Can I get you guys up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Guys, in the interest of time, let me take care of this. What do we have to get rid of first, guys? The 8 or the 9? We have to get rid of the 8. And we get rid of a positive 8 by subtracting 8. I don't know about you. I'm tired. Negative 10 minus 8. I'm punching it in there. Negative 18. Now, guys, that negative stays with that. Now, guys, remember, one of the things I told you at the beginning of fractions is that the negative with a fraction is like the killer in a horror movie, where the negative could be out here, it might be in the attic, or it might be in the basement. Where do you guys think it's going to be the most helpful? Outside, attic, or basement? I'm not going to lie. It doesn't matter in the long term. I actually really like it in the basement right now. Because this says c divided by negative 9. And that means I need to do the opposite of division, which is multiplication. So if I multiply both sides by negative 9, that gives me c equals, yeah, not in my head, no thanks. Negative 18 times negative 9, 162. How many of us got 162 or see how we got 162 and aren't too alarmed? You guys doing okay? Okay, here we go. Can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Ugh, I forgot. There's one more thing I have to tell you. Sorry, here we go. Got a pencil? Negative 2, open parentheses, 3x minus 7 equals 16. Now, guys, there are two ways to handle this. There are two ways to handle this. Just like if we knew what C was. My bells are off. Guys, put a circle around this. Do the self-assessment. Skip those if you can't figure out how to deal with them. Talk to it, then come back. We'll finish this off, and then we'll move on with that. That's going to do it. Head on back. Out, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Yeah.